Hey, what's up everyone? It's Caleb from Caleb the Video Maker 2, and in this video I'll be talking about the Xymox Custom Reserve Pad. It's in this box here, so yeah, this isn't the practice pad. That'd be kind of weird though. Anyways, I did order this pad last year and it took a really long time to get here. I did end up getting upset that it was taking so long and I posted a video on YouTube, but they sincerely apologized and I did remove the video. So now that I finally got the product, it's good, we're good. So, let me just get my knife here because I totally didn't already open this package, so, yeah. Just open this tape here. It's very clear tape. Alright, so I did get two of them. So, within this box, there are two other boxes. And I wasn't really sure the best setup for the camera, so sorry if it's awkward, but here's what it will look like when you get it. And then I'll just bring the camera over here. So here's the box it comes in. It's a pretty nice box actually. I like it. I'm gonna keep that for a while too. When you open it, it opens like that. They do have cushions here to keep your pad nice. And this is what it actually looks like. Okay, so here is my custom reserve practice pad. This is the 14-inch one. It is the single-sided with the snare mechanism. The difference between the single and the double-sided is if you get the single-sided, you have this one side and then you have the snare mechanism on the back. If you get the double-sided, you will have this side and then on the back you'll have this gum rubber stuff all the way through it. But if you have the single-sided, it kind of cuts it out and you have the snare mechanism. So this is kind of like two pads in one with the snare mechanism. You have the front side and then the back side. So yeah, even the double-sided one, even the single-sided one, this one, will have this gum pad on the back. Alright, so this is the 14-inch. You can tell they come in either 12 or 14-inch. You can tell because of the tension rods. So there's 10 of them. If it's 8, then it's the 12-inch one. Alright, so the main parts of this practice pad, obviously we have the base. This is the wood base. And these are all customizable. Then we have the actual rim. So I like this thing because it has a rim rather than like other practice pads that just have the pad and no rim. Well, this is nice. Then we have the actual pad. Then we have this back pad. We have the snare mechanism. And then we have the tension rods. Okay, so from there, I guess I'll just talk a little bit about each part. So for the front, the actual pad, we'll talk about that first. This is a Kevlar / carbon fiber laminate. The laminate is optional. If you don't get the laminate, you have more of like this rubber feel. But if you get the laminate, it's more of like a plastic feel, I guess. But there's still 160 of an inch of this gum rubber underneath the laminate. And yeah, so this is 0.262 something. I don't know off the top of my head, but it's all on the Xymox website. When you're buying this pad, it'll talk the description of your product. It'll tell you the size of everything. So the base is an inch. The base and everything else. So all of this, the gum pad, the rim, and the base is an inch and 3/4. Sorry, it's about 7 to 9 pounds. It is really heavy. If you had to carry this, I take it to school to play between classes when I have time, and it is like super heavy. So if you're looking for something to like carry around, either get the smaller 12-inch one because that obviously will be not as heavy, or get a different pad from them that doesn't have as many features and weight. Because it is heavy, I'm not gonna lie, but it is durable. It feels nice. It's better than just like a practice pad you'd get from like Amazon or whatever. Alright, so that's enough about the head. The rim, it is removable. You have these tension rods that you can adjust with a drum key. Let me see. Yeah, so you can actually, if you wanted, you could remove this pad and replace it with a different color. You can unscrew this from the actual body of the practice pad. Also, when you first get this product, you may want to tighten the snares on the back a little bit. This is fully adjustable. So I actually lost one of the nuts because I'm an idiot. So I just replaced it with a nylock nut, which that's just temporary. I hope to get another one. But anyways, you want these to be a little bit tighter than finger tightening. You don't want them to be able to be removed simply by using your fingers. So when you first get your snare drum practice pad, you want to tighten it as much as you can with your fingers, and then probably give a couple of turns with the actual drum key. If you don't have a drum key, try just using like an adjustable wrench or a really small 8 or 12 point socket. It has to be 8 or 12 because a 6 point is not square, and these are square. So yeah. But yeah, just try an adjustable wrench if you don't have a drum key. Alright, so the rim, it's fully removable. It's nice because you can practice like rim clicks or rim shots. Some people say that you can't really hear the difference between a rim click, I guess you can't really see that, and a rim shot. It is kind of hard to tell the difference, but there is some difference. So that is one minor concern, but I think it's fine. I mean, it doesn't really bother me. So yeah, removable rim, customizable. You have these little indents for your sticks that they can go across, and then like they don't roll off. They stay on there fairly well. I mean, it's not like perfect, obviously, but you don't have to worry about them like rolling off super easy, because like, yeah. Now, the tension rods, you can get different colors. That's pretty much all I have to say about them. The base, you can get different colors. And then on the other side of the base, the back side, you have this gum rubber. So that's also like a practice pad in itself. I'll show you here. I'm not going to play a whole lot, but... versus the actual snare side. I'll probably play some more later so you guys can hear it, but I'm just going over the actual structure of it first. So that is that pad there. You can use that to play on. It's quieter and you get less of the snare effect. So that is the actual gum practice pad on the back. Now for the snare mechanism, you have this metal plate here that you tighten, and within this metal plate, I'll show you in a sec. Actually, I'll show you later. But you tighten this to where there's a bunch of these metal balls inside of this plate that when you hit the snare, it vibrates the metal balls, and you get the snare sound effect. Very realistic sounding. It's really awesome. You want it to be loose enough to where you get that vibration, but not so loose that there's not enough tension, because then you don't get the snare sound, but you don't want it too tight to where it's too tight to vibrate. So think of like two plates with these metal balls. If it's too loose, you hit it, the balls aren't going to like vibrate against anything because they're just like laying there. So you tighten it to where it'll vibrate, make the snare sound. But if you tighten it too much, it won't vibrate the balls, it'll just have a dull sound. So yeah, obviously you can adjust the snare sound. The tighter the back here, the tighter the snare sound will be, and then you tighten it too much and the snare sound will pretty much go away completely. Same thing if it's too loose, it'll pretty much go away completely. Yeah, the snare sound is the best right in the center because that is where the snare mechanism is on the back. So up here, you kind of lose some of the snare effect. But I'm sure you can get a good fit for you by adjusting this to how you like. This pad is awesome because even at the smallest stick height, you get that snare sound. Even like, seriously, like this is a grace note height. And when you hit it, it still sounds like a snare drum, and you still get that snare drum feel. Okay, so when you buy this pad, you will get this little piece here, which you can put on the inside of this to mute the sound from the little metal balls, and you get just the plain sound like that without the snare effect. So I will show you that now. So as for this, you can remove these pieces here. Here, let me remove this nylon nut and my nylon washer. You have these little metal washers. I don't know if you can see it very well with this camera. It's probably all blurry. But anyways, with that, you will want the rubber part facing down on the metal. So you want the rubber part facing the metal to absorb the vibration so it doesn't mess with your actual nuts on here. So yeah, you can just loosen all of these with a drum key. Finally getting there, and they are off. Okay, now I will take off the washers as well. I actually didn't lose my fourth washer, which is nice, but okay. So the actual inside of this plate, the inside of the plate is this plate, but inside of the compartment, you have obviously you have your screws, which you put your nuts on, but you have these metal balls which cause the snare effect. So you can, if you really want, you can get like super into adjusting the snare. You can remove some of these or put more in there, or you can use this little piece here, this little piece of rubber or whatever it is. I mean, not entirely sure. And you can put that on, and then you can put this metal plate back on. Now to get these on here, you want the rubber side down. Put those down there. I always turn, this is weird but kind of off topic, I always turn counterclockwise first to get my threads to line up, so that way I'm not twisting on threads that don't line up. So that's just a tip for you guys if you want your threads to line up easier. If it's hard to get these nuts on, just try to push down on the plate some to give you more space on the actual screw. But after the first one, it should be pretty much fine. Like I said, just I tighten it to where my fingers won't tighten anymore, and then I turn it a couple times with the drum key. I think that just gets the best sound, and I don't have to worry about I don't have to worry about losing my nuts. Castrate my snare drum. Okay. Anyways, once you have these tight on there, you can try it out, and it sounds more like a general like invader pad or whatever. And it's like really quiet. You could play that like midnight in your room and not have to worry about your next door parents or neighbor waking up. Alright, so I just took off the muter thing. Man, I need to figure out what that's called. But anyways, it does take a while. It takes a couple minutes. You saw me put that in, and it takes just as much time to get it out. So you may want to, rather than do that, just like adjust your snares to where the sound fits, like for like if it's too loud or too quiet, make it adjust it to where it works. You gotta be careful not to tighten it too tight though. I mean, you don't want to completely eliminate the mechanism, and you don't want to break any of these nuts because that would be bad. Okay, so for your guys' information, this is what it sounds like when it's too loose. When I play it, you kind of get more of the ton 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 rather than the chin 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 from the snares. It just sounds like a normal pad. It almost sounds like the back side, just with a little more of the spring sound. Alright guys, so there's only a couple other things I want to say about this pad before I end this video. First thing is the price. These actual custom reserve pads start at about $70, I think. That is for a double-sided, that's without the snare mechanism, 12-inch. This one was $90 starting out. This is the single-sided with the snare mechanism 14-inch. Then you can also pay extra for the laminate, which I think is totally worth it. I think it's up to like, I don't know, like 16 bucks or something. I'm not too sure, maybe 12 or 14. But the laminate is what separates this from like any other pad. You can get that awesome snare effect at like 1/2 inch or like up here, all around. I just think that's awesome. If you do not get the laminate, it's not quite like that. You have to like put more oomph into your hits to get that snare effect. So down here, you're not going to get that awesome snare sound. Then you can also get certain colors for the bass, which will cost you like an extra $4. And then you can buy other things with the snare pad, so you can get extra rim, extra tension rods, different colors, different color rims to like replace if you want, or you can get like stick tape or sticks or a metronome, pretty much like a bunch of stuff. Obviously that'll add a bunch to your price, and then you have to pay for shipping, and finally if you live in California you have to pay tax. But overall this thing costed me like $135 or so. And it was buy one get one free for me, so I got 2 for $135. But I don't think that sale is going on anymore, obviously, because the sale doesn't last an entire year. So yeah, you can expect to pay around, for like this exact copy, you can expect around to pay $135, or you can get a lower end one for around $90. That's with shipping and everything. If that's still too much for you, if you're just a beginner and you're not sure you want to invest that much, you can get different pads from Xymox for cheaper. Yeah, so you might want to look into that. Okay, so as for the actual looks of this practice pad, it looks flippin' sweet. The rim makes it look really awesome. For one, you can customize it like completely. So your friend wants a blue practice pad, you want a green practice pad, you can get a green one, he can get a blue one. It's exactly what you want. So the look of the drum varies, but it always satisfies the customer because you get just what you want. I got pretty much all black with chrome tension rods and a yellow Kevlar laminate. So yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. The only thing I would like is a all black one. So I can, if I wanted, I could buy new stuff. But anyways, the look of it is awesome. Now as for the sound, it sounds awesome. You can get that nice sound like I mentioned earlier. It's very beautiful in the sound. It sounds like an instrument rather than a practice pad. That was bad. Versus something like this. Like, who wants to listen to that? Come on. So yeah, you can actually use this for performance aspects. Like, I can perform something for my family or my friends without annoying everyone within a 50-mile radius. It's quiet enough to where I can perform joyfully without annoying people's ears. I can practice in my room, but it's loud enough to where I can use it to play for other people rather than just a little rubber pad. It is kind of loud, so if you want it quieter, you can either use the back side or you can use the sponge to mute the metal balls and the snare mechanism. Now for the feel of the actual drum, when you play it, it feels like a real drum. That's like the best part. I've used other practice pads, and this one is the one that feels the most like an actual marching snare drum. You get the same exact feel. It feels great. You don't have this gel feel like that. You feel that the sticks are doing all the work and you're not really getting any work out of it. You're not just sitting here throwing your arms down and letting the sticks bounce all around. It's springy, but it's controllable. It's not like playing on a gel pad like this, where you don't really feel like you're getting any work out of your hits. You just feel like it just bounces around. But at the same time, it's not too hard, solid that you are like playing on a pillow or something. It's like the perfect feel for practicing, in my opinion. And also, you have the back side, which is a little more of the gel feel, if you like that free-flowing feel. But yeah, there's multiple pads for different personalities. But it's not like this. Like on this pad, you have like this rock side. That requires a lot of forearm. It's not like that, but it's not also like this gel side, where you feel like you're getting no work out of it. It's like a perfect balance. So yeah, feels great. The rim makes things awesome. I can practice rim shots, practice rim parts, my rim clicks or knocks or whatever. You can do stick tricks on it fairly easily. It's bouncy enough to do that. It's really awesome. Just all around awesome. And I can do a drum roll with this. Roll. But seriously, as for rolls, it's like the perfect amount of rebound to where you can do each individual stroke, and when you're at faster speeds you can still kind of maintain it. I'm not super great with fast rolls, but you can even triple rolls. Feels great. Buzz rolls sound awesome, by the way. So yeah, in conclusion, this is a great product. If you are interested, you can check out their website, Xymoxpercussion.com. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and click like either below or wherever it will be in a couple years, who knows. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment and I will be sure to try to answer them. I mean, I don't know the answer to everything, just like 99% of stuff. Okay, so have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Farewell.